Last time on Our Neighbor's a Murderer. 3 roommates continue the search for clues to find out if their neighbor across the street, Professor X, murdered his lover, Nancy. We rejoin the gang in their pursuit of truth on Our Neighbor's a Murderer.
Out the window late one night, we saw a terrifying sight. Our neighbor murdering his wife.
Allegedly.
We search for clues to find the truth.
Please help me.
To catch a killer on the loose.
There's blood everywhere.
Become the greatest roommate sleuths.
Anybody got any clues?
And welcome back to Our Neighbor's a Murderer.
Our neighbor, Professor X, murdered Nancy.
Probably. There's
Maybe?
a good chance.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
We have no evidence at this point.
Or we're just
Yeah.
bored.
We're back at it again. It's me and my roommate, Guy.
Hi.
And our roommate across the hall, Michelle.
Honorary roommate.
How is it across the hall?
Across the hall, we get a lot more light. As you guys know, your rooms face, Professor X's apartment. Ours just face trees.
Oh my God.
It's a lot of trees.
You know what? On one hand, I wish we saw more trees and greenery. On the other hand, we wouldn't know about what Professor X has been up to.
Right. Like, to a certain degree, like, the trees is kind of a negative thing. Like, you see trees. We get front row seats to murder. High five, bro.
Ooh. Does that
No.
feel right? Does
No
that feel
five?
right? Should we?
To murder? We're not high-fiving
Not
to murder.
A high five to us and solving the case
And seeing potential murders.
Yes,
sometimes.
bringing justice to what we saw. High five.
Well, you
All
know
right.
what? There's squirrels in my trees, and after I learned a lot about squirrels from previous
Yes.
episodes. So
One of our gardener really brought to light some things that we should
I
be
mean,
aware of.
Brandon B, I think, led us really into the world of squirrels. And I think
Squirrel World.
You let us know they're always watching, which, I don't know, close your blinds then sometimes. 'cause
Yeah.
I
you
guess
don't know
that's
what they're-
true. I sometimes talk to them because, as you know, I'm single, and sometimes I just when I'm alone, I'm like, squirrel. I can't afford a therapist right now, so
Is
I'm
this
just
your
kind of
is this your segment?
squirrel therapy.
No,
I'm a
lone woman on the podcast.
Oh, lone woman on the podcast. No, I wouldn't want to
Segment?
represent women in this way of not, just being alone in my apartment talking to squirrels because I'm lonely. That's not what I want to represent.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's. I talk to myself a
I'm
lot.
independent.
At least you have a squirrel around to talk to. I mean, I'm saying I think it's fine people talk
I
to
hear-
You
themselves.
talk to yourself?
I hear
Yeah.
Brandon whispering to himself at night in his bedroom. He's like, "Oh yeah, keep going."
Guy, inappropriate.
Faster.
Come on. That's,
Inappropriate.
What? That's what I hear.
all right.
I'm just saying what I hear.
All right. Well, okay. First of all,
I mean, that's going to be broadcast.
we have. I control the edit. Maybe I'll leave it in. Maybe I
Brandon
don't.
does.
Hang
Brandon
on,
controls
hang on.
all the edits.
Brandon could have said what that was about.
Well, why do I need to? That's in my room.
Well,
It
if
doesn't have to be about anything except for what's in my room.
if it's not about anything inappropriate, then you can just say what it's about.
It's about things that's inappropriate. So let's just not-
I knew it.
This is why I need more women on the podcast.
Right. What am I doing?
Come on, guys.
All right, so it's time for our next segment. What's that guy up to over there?
Oh, Professor X.
What's that guy up to over there? I'm trying out some songs for our segment.
All
Wait,
right.
he's making cereal.
What? That's the most shocking revelation yet. Cereal.
Can anyone see? I don't have a very good prescription in my glasses. Can anyone see what kind of cereal it is?
It looks like an off-brand. Like I don't see a plain logo
Like a
on
great
there,
value, like a Walmart brand.
which just makes him
Raisin
savvy financially.
brand.
Raisin Bran.
It's some sort of like raisin crunch. Raisin crunch, which is a weird name for it because raisins are chewy, not crunchy.
Well, I think the cereal part's the part that's supposed to be crunchy.
Yeah, but I mean, they could have clarified that a little bit, like raisin oat crunch, or
Yeah.
like
Squishy raisins with crunchy cereal.
exactly. Like
I
that.
personally love Cracklin' Oat Bran. I don't know if anyone, again, I'm a little bit older than everyone. I don't know if anyone else remembers Cracklin' Oat Bran, but I do.
I don't remember that. I personally don't eat cereal.
What?
We gotta avoid carbs, people.
What do you eat when you cry?
I just cry.
Same.
I eat like an apple and peanut butter for breakfast.
I usually just granola bars.
Really? I would have thought you were an egg
Brandon
guy.
eats like 7 granola bars every morning.
Some of the wrappers.
Between,
I'm sorry about that, by the way. We started the cleanup and then I tossed some more wrappers on the floor.
yeah, it's okay.
I apologize about that.
Now that I know that you're doing all that cleanup stuff, I try to be as helpful as I can be around the apartment. So you know what? I'm gonna keep cleaning.
It's all right.
And what do you think,
I'll help.
Michelle?
I'm not gonna-
How does it look?
Better, right? Noticeably better.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Wait, that's your lying voice.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
that was for sure.
Michelle, you have such an obvious lying
No,
voice.
I don't.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Say a lie.
Okay. I'm so satisfied with my life.
Oh,
Okay, wait, that took a
my
really
heart's
dark turn.
breaking.
All right. Oh God, it's just a tough time lately. I really need this. I really need this time when we're all just hanging out. I'm just.
You know what? If I can be honest, this podcast helps me in my like. It adds
Wait,
a little
this
bit
is
of
your
purpose.
lying voice, Brandon.
No. This podcast helps me. It brings me a little bit of purpose. That's what I feel
Okay,
like.
well,
Because
just
cleaning
so
up
you guys
trash,
know,
useless. Cleaning up trash for the parks department, useless.
all I
Trash
want to
the next
say
day.
is, I love you guys so much.
Okay, that's clearly your
And
lying voice.
that's
That is
clearly
clearly
guy's truth voice.
Thank you, Michelle.
You think so?
Yes,
Oh.
Recognizing when I'm being completely honest.
No, that's when his voice gets more
Oh,
high pitched
yeah.
when he's saying
When
something.
he gets-
when
I
he
can
was
tell.
like, I didn't take out the trash because he's getting nervous.
He gets that
and
nervous.
vulnerable.
Okay, now I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. That is my truth voice.
Well,
Unfortunately.
Can't believe you didn't pick up on that.
hopefully Professor
Brandon
X
doesn't-
enjoys his cereal and, I don't know, gets a little fiber in his system from
He's
what
not
was
using
going
a
on.
spoon, which I don't like.
Yeah, why is he just eating it with his mouth straight from the bowl?
Like he drinks cereal.
He drinks
which is
cereal
a
with-
weird thing to do.
Not like eating the cereal and then drinking the milk after, just like
drinks
with the cereal.
Yeah. I mean,
I
he eats it out of a cup.
Doubt there's even milk in there. I think he's just drinking cereal.
Oh, that could be. Like, honestly, like I can't tell from this distance, but I would not be surprised if he is a dry cereal eater.
Serial killer.
Whoa.
I got that from the Halloween costume. People like dress up like boxes of cereal and then they have a knife and they're a serial killer.
Hey,
I bet that was his Halloween
avenue,
costume.
Any avenue to the truth, I say, let's take it.
Honestly, I could see it.
Well, he can keep eating his cereal because we have our next guest.
Gasp!
Welcome to the podcast. We're so glad to have you. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Introduce yourself.
For our listeners.
Hello. Thank you, you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
My name, as you all know, I reached out to each and every one of you
Yeah, we
individually on
all-
Instagram.
Yeah, we all got your
Yeah, thanks
DM.
for the follow.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
slipped
absolutely.
right
Still
in there.
waiting, Michelle, for you to follow me back. But thanks to these dudes for the follow back.
Yeah.
I
that was
immediately follow back
automatic.
anyone because I am.
Because you understand it's a
Desperate.
community.
Yes, that too.
I have insta anxiety.
Me too.
Insta anxiety.
Yeah.
That's why I do too. And that's absolutely why I noticed and have remembered that you haven't followed me back. And it's fine because I understand you have to respect your ratio. But I'm just saying I noticed it.
I know. I just.
The ratio is super important. I didn't learn this until recently. Can you explain the ratio very briefly?
It's just like your ratio of followers to people you're following, like how many people follow you to the number of people that you're following, and it's just like very humiliating.
If you don't like math, just skip forward about 30 seconds.
or minutes, I don't know. I might get into this. I might really get into it. It's nuanced.
Normally, you want to have more followers and less people you're following. But my ratio is I like to be following like a ton of people, and then only a couple like following me. But then I hit a limit where Instagram was like, you literally can't follow any more people, and that's what's happening. That's why I can't.
That sounds
follow
like your
you.
lying voice to me.
Oh no.
That sounds kind of like your lying voice to me.
I kind of heard it too.
heard
Did
a
you
little bit, yeah.
Did you guys hear that?
All I
Was
know is that I follow about 5,000 people
yes.
around that, and I have about 30
When
And I am one of those followers.
You are one of those.
When did they
I
make
stopped
you?
following.
When did they make you one of those influencers?
I think once you're following 6,000 people.
Once you're following 6,000 people?
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm-
It has
I'm
no
getting-
bearing how many people are following you.
Right.
They just want to know that you are in
You're
tune to what
set
everyone else
to
is
win it.
doing.
Just so
Yeah.
you guys
Yes.
know, I'm very close to that number, so you're kind of in the presence of royalty.
That's incredible.
And I'm gonna have one of those like blue stars or whatever they put next to famous
It's a
people.
little
Yeah.
check.
No, I did not hear
yes.
your honesty voice there, so I'm just a little...
Yeah, you would have had to have
Suspicious.
been like, you're really close to royalty.
Okay, that impression is very hurtful.
Oh, okay, that's
That
true,
was
and I'm
truthful.
sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
that
Thanks,
was
guys.
honestly
Yeah.
hurtful. Well, tell us. I'm sorry. We kind of got off on a different track there.
Totally
I want
fine.
to hear more.
Yes.
Okay, well, as you all know, because I reached out to each and every one of you individually on Instagram, my name is Teran Cillam, no relation,
To
to Teran Cillam.
who's
Yeah.
SNL.
He's on SNL.
oh, I should probably know that.
But that's not who I am. I'm a different man. I'm a different person. I live a
Okay.
different life. I work several odd jobs. I would say that currently my most consistent and hefty source of income is. Are you familiar with the profession of club promoter?
oh,
Oh.
yeah,
Yes.
one
Okay,
who promotes
yeah.
clubs.
Yes, sort of. There's a
Like
similar
flyery?
to that. Similar to that. Are you also familiar with the business Sport
Yes.
Clips?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
No, what is that?
I've-
What's sports
yes.
clips?
Went there like
Okay.
Thursday. You just go. You can register online. You just say, "This is the one I'm going to. Be there in 10
Yes.
minutes," and you got a haircut.
and your
got a
haircut comes
haircut.
with like a football or something.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, when it's your birthday, you get a football, but otherwise
I
you
didn't
just
know
get to
this
watch the game.
existed.
Yes, and I am their sole promoter, so I kind of like I hang out inside the place and they just cut my hair over and over again. And
Oh,
Your
I
hair is very short.
it's
very,
very,
very
short.
It's actually you're bald. Like you have no hair.
Yeah, I am taking currently a forced leave of absence from this job of mine, which is fine because I have a lot of other things.
Oh,
to
I
fill up my
got it.
schedule.
Sports clips.
Clips.
Sports
clips.
Yeah.
Clips of sports clips of your hair.
I don't even like sports.
Wow.
I go there because it's so fast, so
It's
convenient.
so fast. It's so
I go
convenient.
there-
Honestly, please keep promoting because I can't right now, but people
Right.
need to know.
I really don't believe this is a real place, but wow.
It is. I
It's
go
a-
there for the free footballs.
So you go there once a year on your birthday.
I would like to go to Bravo clips. Clips
Oh,
of Bravo because
Just
I
to
love
see,
Bravo
yeah,
shows.
where it's just on the TV as
Yeah.
you're
I don't think that is a real place.
I think that's every other hair salon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But honestly, if we're talking like fantasy hair salons, I would say I would like to go to Greatest Fails YouTube compilation clips.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, I want to do one. I'd go to like HBO clips.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah? Is that fun? Is that a fun
The
one? you guys?
sexy
It's
ones?
it's for you. If it's
Oh,
fun for
okay.
you, then
Yeah, that would be
that's
fun.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
No
not for
commercials.
me.
No
Not for
commercials,
me,
baby.
Okay. Not
Yeah.
for me, but good for you.
Corgi
I think
clips.
I would do the ones that just show those videos of like people who are underdogs who end up being like phenomenal singers.
Oh, like rude.
man.
Susan Boyle clips.
Just
Susan
like make
Boyle
me-
clips.
Just choke me up a little bit, you know.
Ooh, or what about this?
choke me clips?
Choke me.
Choke me clips. That's
We're
a whole
getting
different-
into. That's what I think
BDSM.
Brandon listens to in his bed.
Oh my gosh, you guys! That talk is come on.
I'm sorry, it's taboo.
Well, listen, Michelle, if you're ever gonna solve a murder in this day and age, you gotta know
How
how
to
people
choke
are
'em.
freaky.
That's,
Oh, yeah,
that's
that.
true.
You gotta know
That's
how
true.
people are freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just feel like I would love to go to a hair salon where they just know how to cut curly hair. That's the only thing I want lately.
I've been there. It's not gonna happen. What do you say? Is it gonna?
Excuse me?
Do you ever think we'll get Terrence? Do you ever think?
My name is Teran,
Teran.
first of all. My name is Teran.
my God,
My name
that's
is
so
Teran. My
embarrassing.
name is not Terrence. My name is Teran.
Wait.
And Brandon
I know.
said this before you came on the podcast, and I hope this isn't offensive. They were like, Teran Cillam. Like, do you feel like weird having such an ominous name? And, like, in addition to like being
Wait.
like thought of as
Teran
Teran Cillam from
Cillam.
SNL, but this is a whole other element. I don't know.
Who's Terrence then?
That's just my Instagram handle.
Yeah.
But that's not my name.
Terrence C.
That's yes. That is
What's
my
the C stand for?
kill him.
Kill him.
Guys,
Do your research.
I have been constipated for 4 days, and I'm gonna blame this on that.
That explains when you were in the bathroom talking to yourself, like, just come out of there.
You guys, I feel like a parent right now. Like, come on, guys. Be professional. This is a professional. This is a professional podcast.
Yeah, honestly, you guys, you gotta be professional. If you're ever gonna solve a murder, you gotta be professional. If you're ever gonna, yes.
I know, but wait.
This is just something I heard.
You can hear my potty talk?
Oh, yeah. I thought you had a puppy in there. Like, come on. Come on.
I try to be so quiet.
We have thin walls. It's not our fault. We've got to live our life.
No one's on his team. Someone's got to root him on.
The only potty talk I want to hear about is Poopery, which is a great product. They're not one of our sponsors, but I hope so. It's a great product.
Makes it smell like nothing happened in there, right?
Smells like nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I just use Axe body spray. I just spray it in the toilet. I spray it in the toilet. It creates the same seal over the top of the water as Poopery.
How much does Axe body spray cost, by the way?
Per ounce.
Yes. Yes.
Per ounce. I would say right now it's hovering around $4.70.
$4.70. That's what I thought.
$4.70 an ounce.
Mm-hmm. I knew it. I knew that.
Yeah.
I just wanted.
Axe is getting expensive. It must be scarce or something.
Well, they got into a recent importation thing where
the tariffs.
Why do you know so much about Axe
body spray?
Brandon, why do you know so much about Axe?
I used to use it until it got so expensive.
It got very expensive.
I gave
so you've just been following like the price increase.
Yeah. Well, when it comes back down, when it's more reasonable.
God, that's more expensive than gas.
It is.
Yeah.
And honestly, there was one point in my life, but I'm not going to use gasoline as a cologne ever again.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Can you tell us a little bit more about that point in your life?
Oh, I just, I had this babysitter when I was like 9. Oh. And she was like, God, so freaking beautiful to me.
Yeah.
And one time she was picking me up from school, but the gas was low. And we went into this gas station because she had to get the gas for their car. And she was pumping the gas. And she got in the car. And she said, man, I love the smell of gas. From
Bingo.
that moment.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, from that. So I think I said I was about 9 years old. So for the next 10 years, I was using gasoline as aftershave.
I love the smell of paint.
Yeah. Wait.
You don't have to wear paint. Let me just put that out there. You are not.
No.
Do not have to wear paint.
Don't.
Stick with
guys,
the
she's really pretty though.
No, don't get nervous. It's okay.
I use a lot of skincare products.
Pretty. Yeah.
Thank you.
Doesn't she look really young for 55?
She looks so young.
Thank you.
She looks so pretty.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
But I'm also please compliment my brain as well.
Teran C, do you have a crush on Michelle?
A lot of people do. I get a lot of fan mail.
Michelle, can you just take off your headphones for a minute?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you guys have a really big crush on her.
That sounds like you
have a really big crush on her.
That's
guys, I can still hear you when my headphones are on.
That's true. We are sitting very close together.
I'm so sorry.
And she can't hear.
We're at a table.
Teran C, I totally should have warned you about that because we've tried that before and it really doesn't work. We're at a table sitting very close to each other.
Yeah. This whole podcast format does something weird to you where you feel like you're being much more secretive and intimate than you are. And you're just like, nope, everybody can
wait,
guys, this is exactly what happened with my babysitter, too. I can't believe this.
Fine. It's okay.
Oh, no.
Join the club. There's a lot of people attracted to me.
Something bad must have happened after you told the babysitter that you had a crush on her, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was 19 at that point, so she was... This was after I'd been using gasoline for 10 years as my aftershave and as my
little bit of confidence,
deodorant, and as my poopery.
Yeah.
How are you alive?
The doctors say it's a miracle.
Plural.
Thank God you're not a smoker.
The doctors. Well, once I quit gasoline, I did pick up smoking, but I guess now if I'm going to start paint, I'll have to quit smoking again.
No, it's okay. No,
Brandon, get the
no.
tissues. Get the tissues.
I'll get the
We
tissue
have tissue. We've had a lot of people crying lately on the show, so we've been
It's a very
incorporating
emotional
tissues.
experience.
It's okay. You know what? I make in college. I used to make quit kits for people who smoked. I would put cinnamon in there, a stress ball, and then a little thing that would say like what happens like the minute you stop smoking, the day after you stop smoking, the week after, and then people would be like nerd. And when I said I gave my friends quit kits, I just meant people, and people don't like you to tell them what to do. So.
Michelle.
But I can make you one.
No
if
one
you
was
want.
asking you for
Wait,
these?
you were giving strangers quick kits?
No,
You were
'cause
just seeing some you were just seeing smokers that you didn't know, and you were just giving them quick kits.
Well, I just was worried because I read an article and I was worried. I was like, well, I don't want people, to, smoke, and it's expensive, and people need to pay their tuition. There's a lot of things.
I think it's noble. It might be a little intrusive, but it's noble.
But also, when you were in college, cigarettes were like very cheap.
They were. Oh my
That's
gosh,
true.
they were like, 2 cents a pack. Let
Yeah.
me tell you.
Yeah.
But strangely enough, Axe at that time was like $10 an ounce.
Yeah.
Axe was
What
very
was
high.
new
'Cause,
technology?
Yeah, they didn't know
Axe
how
was-
to. They hadn't industrialized the process. It was all
Yeah.
still
Axe-
small batch.
Getting
Small
spray,
batch Axe.
Getting spray Axe was more expensive than going to the store and just
Yeah.
buying an
And,
Axe.
and back in
That's
my day,
true.
Axe was just called Ah.
Yeah.
It hadn't had it yet. They didn't add the X and the E made it sound
Oh,
cool for the
because-
millennial generation.
Well, it's an acronym, isn't it, for the makers? Like, isn't it like Akron,
Xander. No, Xavier.
Oh, for
Definitely.
I
Okay,
see.
the guy who invented Axe named Xander. I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Xander.
think so.
Yeah.
Like you're talking
And
like
then-
MGM Studios is
Yes,
Metro
exactly.
Goldwyn Mayer. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Xander, and the E was
Ethan?
I don't know.
Probably.
We really will
He
have to
came
Google
last to the
this.
party, so I say
did.
like, whatever.
And
Least
then
important.
once they added those guys, then they were
Yeah.
Axe.
Axe.
Yeah.
I think that might be wrong. We'll check.
Yeah, that would be. We've been forgetting to do our mistakes we made.
Well,
in
we just
episodes.
haven't really been making mistakes.
Yeah,
Maybe
this
that- yeah.
definitely was one.
This will be a mistake. Yeah.
This definitely will be a mistake.
Yeah.
Well,
Seeing you
Teran-
have a crush on me is not a mistake, though. It's okay.
No, that was-
a lot of
that was
people
very
do.
nice, I
a lot
think.
of people do.
Where are you two gonna take this from here?
I don't date anyone because I'm perfectly happy alone.
Are you?
You said a
I
lot
mean,
of
there
stuff
was
at
a
the
lie-
beginning.
That was
of
your
the
lying
podcast,
voice.
though.
That was your lying voice.
That was your
That was your
lying
lying
voice, and
voice.
also you earlier we asked you to tell a lie, and you said I'm happy. That was your lie. Remember?
yeah.
I'm the
That
only
didn't
one who
happen that
remembers.
long ago.
I
Here's
have
what I'm finding
a
out.
strict no dating anyone who's been on the cast,
Ooh.
the
Okay.
podcast. Yes.
Okay, you got.
That's
Hey,
definitely a new rule.
yeah. Yeah, Michelle, can you take your headphones off for a minute?
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Wait, Terrence C. This didn't work last time.
You guys, I think she's lying to me. I think she just
No,
invented that rule.
no.
I think she just
Terrence
invented
C.,
that
stop.
rule.
Okay. Again,
Stop.
I can hear
really
all
tight.
this. Oh, okay. Inappropriate. All right. We're censoring that out. We're
Wait, that
censoring
last
it
one
out.
came out of nowhere.
Might be a real
Censoring it out.
fruit
You guys,
That
Fruit
might be
bat.
a,
Add
we need-
fruit
maybe
bat.
a
Add
fruit
we need a
fruit
fruit
bat.
bat in there.
guys, I'm so sorry. Honestly,
Where did that come
I
from?
just felt safe in my headphones.
Yeah.
And knowing that Michelle couldn't hear anything that I was saying.
All right.
You know what? Here's what-
Hold on a moment. Lone woman on the podcast.
Segment.
Okay, Teran, that was inappropriate. It's okay. It's like now we're moving forward, but
Okay.
never again.
A question
Never
from the
again.
question,
All right, I'm
question
sorry.
from the
Never
audience.
again.
It was meant to be a compliment.
Question from the
Nope.
audience, Miss Michelle.
It was
Miss
a
Michelle.
compliment.
Miss Michelle. What about that statement?
Dr. Michelle.
Dr. Michelle. What about that statement felt inappropriate to you as the lone woman on the podcast?
Just any comments about my body.
Lone woman on the podcast segment. Yeah. Okay. I think
It's okay. We're all learning. I
was
use
important
these
for
as
us to know.
teachable moments.
Yeah.
Well, Teran, you know what? I think this is a good time to get down to brass tacks. We invited
Wait,
you on
it's
here.
tax season?
No. This is
Oh.
brass tacks. It's just a saying. Actually, I don't know where that came from. It just means like time to get down to business. Time to get to the point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's get down to business.
To defeat
The Huns.
Segment.
Yes.
So
You're getting it, Darren.
yes, you're getting
Yes.
it. I love it. Here's what we are here to investigate. and I'm sure you know this already, you contacted us saying you could help us out. Professor X, across the way there, munching that cereal. He's added more cereal. He, we think, has murdered his significant other, who we call Nancy. Neither of these are their real names. You maybe have some insight into what's going on here? Anything at all?
What do you know?
Yes. I believe that Professor X is my father.
What? What?
Yes. He
Okay.
he is my father, I believe. Allegedly. He is allegedly my father.
My God.
Nancy's allegedly dead. Allegedly.
So we all know what the word allegedly means, right?
Yeah.
Today's word of the day is
Allegedly.
Yeah, I did a 23andMe kit, and I found out.
Wait, how'd you get his DNA?
What?
How'd you get his? Do you need?
Excuse me?
Do you need his DNA too to do that?
No, just mine. You send in your DNA, and then they tell you who you are.
Oh,
They tell you what you're supposed to do in the world.
Maybe
Who
he's
you're
got
supposed
DNA
to
in the
be.
system that's, from other things he's done.
maybe he's been arrested before.
Well, it's got to be something. You
Gotta
guys, it's
be.
got to be something, because I spit in the tube and I sent it in, and they sent me back a thing with a bunch of numbers I didn't really understand, but they also said you have relatives, you have family in the system. Do you want to contact them? And I said yes. And they said how? And I said, can you send them a promotional email to come to Sport Clips? And they said yes. And the day that the coupon in the email expired, the email that was sent to my father,
last possible day that your dad could have come to Sport Clips.
Yes. A man came in and he had with him a giant Ziploc full of just plain spaghetti.
That sounds like
sounds so promising.
Was he bald?
Yes.
Not before he got there, but then he had the tiniest bit of stubble all over his head, and then we shaved it off for him.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Because we are in the business
yeah.
of cutting hair, so
Cutting
if you're
hair.
gonna come in, you gotta have a little bit of hair.
Yeah.
He's bald
true.
just like you.
He's bald just like me.
Well, that makes sense. Like people, like when they start to bald, they just like would rather shave it all
Yes,
off.
exactly.
So now we know that he gets his touch up at Sports Clips. I think.
Which I think
we
is
just had a
also
breakthrough.
shocking. That's just looking at his apartment.
Well, he
and
got
then,
a coupon. He
Swap.
got a-
That's true, yeah.
So maybe he doesn't usually go to
Maybe
Sports
that's why he has so much money for that fancy apartment.
Yeah, because he gets his haircut at Sports
That's
Clips. No
easy.
offense.
None taken.
Good. Thank God. Wait, so...
My God. What if, I'm just going to put this out there.
Okay.
What
put it out
if
there.
the reason he took Nancy out of the picture is because a son came into the picture and he didn't want her knowing about a past life?
A past wife.
A past wife?
A past strife?
A past
Knife?
knife.
A past rifle?
A past strife.
I said that.
Past.
A past life.
Yeah,
I said that one. Guys, I said
No,
all
I
the
meant
good ones.
life, like life,
Oh.
limbed.
Sorry. I got
But
too
also a past life.
angry. I said
Yeah.
that one.
A past
I think we're done with this bit.
All right, it's not like you get a prize for.
I did it the best. Let's move on.
All right. Oh
Wow,
my
that was a
gosh.
side of me that I didn't want any of you to see. And that's the truth.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Because what we're here to do is this is exactly what we want. This information. I'm still trying to think of a rhyme. I cannot come up with a rhyme.
That's
for
all
the
of them.
Life.
Honestly, I
life
really
of
think
me.
there's no more others.
life.
I think I
past,
did all
Only
the
slant
guys.
rhymes at this point.
past life.
No. What? More
Past
rhymes?
Strife.
There's no more rhymes, only slant rhymes.
Oh, okay.
Like kite.
Past trike.
Yes. Or Blythe.
Blythe.
Blythe. Mm-hmm.
Mythe. That's a name.
I believe it's very possible that Professor X was trying to it didn't want Nancy to find out about me. And honestly, I don't blame him. You know.
Did you ever meet Nancy or Professor X other than
Yes.
the haircut?
Did you talk to this guy? Well, what happened? I'm fascinated. You let it go. You let it go. You let him walk out.
I know. I did. You guys, I didn't have the freaking brass balls.
You know what?
Brass tacks,
Brass
brass,
tacks,
balls?
brass balls.
Where's all this brass coming?
Wait a minute. No, it's too crazy.
What?
Say it. We're open to everything.
Teran C, you have to say it.
I just wonder if, like, maybe there's somewhere in Professor X's house he has, like, a pair of my baby shoes that he dipped in brass, and then I could put them on my feet now to prove that I'm his son.
That's
Are your
No,
feet
that
still
is-
the same size
Yes.
as
Too
when?
crazy.
Okay.
That's too crazy.
What?
You were right before. That's absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
Do you think you're someone that you would be proud to, like, that? Well, I guess I don't know. Professor X, I don't think would be proud of anyone because, in
proud of
my mind,
himself.
he's just all about himself. So I think you actually like lucked out, not knowing.
Wait,
him.
who raised you? Is that too personal, guys?
I mean,
I don't know. I
it's
guess
up
I
to
should
you.
have asked.
I feel like
Teran
it's
C.
up to ask the questions. It's up to you to figure out whether or not you want to answer. And
Feel free to say pass.
No, I came here to be honest. So
Use
I'll
your
tell
honest
you
voice.
guys. Okay, so I don't know. It's silly, but
Oh my God,
sounds
Teran
really, really honest.
C.
my name is not Teran.
Sorry.
What?
It's Teran.
That's right. Oh yeah. I'm
Like,
sorry.
that's not the
I
reveal.
thought this was another revelation. I thought this was another revelation, and then I was like, I was
Freak.
just so busy being.
I was just
Dog.
sorry. I was just gonna say your truthful voice is so
God.
beautiful.
You're just
blushing a
blowing
little
hot
bit.
up.
You're
hair
blushing
out
a
air.
little bit.
Wait,
I gotta say.
Teran, can you take your headphones off really quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, take them off.
Thanks.
Guys,
Yeah.
Teran C has like a really pretty, truthful voice,
Yeah, I think so.
and I think I kind of like Teran C
Because
because of
he
his
looks like Professor
beautiful,
X.
truthful voice, and he looks exactly like Professor
I've
X,
seen it, yeah.
but like younger and like his son.
Okay.
Okay.
And like my main issues with Professor X was his age.
She's looking like right at you while you say all this. He's looking right over at you.
So now I do understand the part about how we're at a very small table and everyone can hear everyone.
You heard all
I'm
of
so
that?
sorry. I should have interrupted you. But honestly, I was like it was just like so incredible to hear that kind of praise.
I mean,
I
it's just
never
like-
got it from my father, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We've like created this like weird little love triangle where you like Michelle and I like you, and Brandon
I'm just happy.
Brandon likes the squirrels.
I love
he-
those.
and,
They're so
and
cute.
doing weird things in his room. I don't
Yeah.
know what that's about.
Was
I don't
that
know
not
about
with
weird.
squirrels? I thought that was with squirrels.
No, that wasn't with squirrels. We don't have access to
Michelle's
see the
doing the
squirrels.
things
That's
with
what
the
she's with the squirrels.
I'm just chatting with them.
I would make the argument, however, not weird, totally natural.
To do what?
That doesn't matter.
Interesting.
Whatever you do as a,
You're
as a
being
person.
very vague. I'll tell you what I'm doing in the bathroom when I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, trying to take a crap. I know what you're doing in there. I know what you're.
Okay, you've obviously solved that one.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I don't have to explain what I'm
Okay,
doing.
you don't.
Seems fairly obvious.
Let's reset the friendship right
Back
now.
in my day, privacy and keeping things personal to yourself was a big thing, you know.
Michelle, you are just the guiding voice of this.
But honestly,
Keeping
Michelle,
it
back in your day, people just repressed all of their feelings and rejected everybody
And
else's
that's- and that-
emotions
Yeah.
And that's what we liked
pretended
about
that
it.
was
That's
toughness.
That's what we liked
And then
about
they
it.
idolized that as some sort of toughness towards which to
Midwestern
strive.
way.
I'm just saying.
All right, yeah,
but
yeah.
I think we were.
Fight.
I think we
yeah.
might be evolving a little
Fight.
bit.
I think we're opening
gosh.
we're opening up, you know. This is what we find here. We've got this mixture of, you know, she's keeps things a little bit more repressed. We keep things opening up a little bit, and I think that we find a nice balance in there. I think we do. Now here's the next thing.
Like
though.
my collection, no one knows what it is because it's my private.
That's true.
Collection.
She keeps such secrets about what's going on in her apartment.
Just nowadays, it's like, oh, I'm gonna post it on my Insta, my Finsta, my Facebook, my. I feel like my voice changes when I talk about stuff like this. I get
Yeah,
like
that was
It's all right. There's a
grandma
lot of-
voice. That's
that
what
was your
my-
grandma voice.
Yeah, which I guess is like its own truth.
That's like your
One-
condescending voice, maybe.
Oh my god.
Teran
It's a real turn.
C.
I feel like Teran has really
is that
like.
maybe a
I think-
possibility?
I
Well,
think-
that's what young folks say to me all the time. And you know, when you're my age, you'll get it.
I think Teran is just a
Get it.
little bit sad that Michelle doesn't like him
It's,
back.
and you know what?
I'm
It's
finding some, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
there's
that
a
is-
real love triangle going on here now.
I mean, like, well, Guy's interested. Guy's a good catch. He's a good guy.
Look at me.
Guy's a good guy.
Nice hair.
He does have nice hair.
Keep
but
going,
It's a
keep
shame
it going.
it's a shame nobody knows how to cut curly hair, though.
It is.
Well, maybe you can fix that. Maybe someone at Sports Clips got the touch, can just snip that stuff right
Last
up.
time I went, they just left me with one curl.
Yeah, that sounds like them.
I think they are like really good at just going full bald for people,
Yeah.
and then maybe
That's
they're not
like most of
used
the
to-
people I see leave is just bald.
It's very short.
I
or very
think,
bald.
well, they always come and they're
hair.
like, do you want to look like a football or a basketball?
Yeah.
That's their options.
Those are the options. It's called Sports Clips
Sports
for a
Clips.
reason, you guys.
They just offer, they're like, if you want a little of a buzz where you feel a little hair,
Yeah.
tennis ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's tennis ball, but
Yeah,
that's a
but
seasonal. That's
yeah.
only seasonal.
I'm guessing,
Can't
my
get that
guess,
year
just
round.
looking at your dad, I think Professor X probably gets a ping pong ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shaved like super close.
Yes.
Hollowed out.
Yes.
I do putting green.
And then
Oh, dude.
just leave a little bit more. I just want a little bit more.
Yeah, it does look like I would hit like a nice hole in one in that.
you hit it real straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight and soft.
Yeah, straight and soft, true.
Well, we have an important question for
Oh,
you that
yes,
we
of course.
need you to answer. And that question is, how he done did it?
Segment. Did I
Thank
get that
you.
one?
Yes,
Did
I
I
did.
get that one?
You're really
did.
adding
Okay,
something great
cool.
to this podcast.
So here's how this
thank
part
you.
works. We want you. This is going to be so strange. I feel if this makes you uncomfortable to talk about your dad in such a way, of course, we're not asking you necessarily to reference your dad in this, but believing that he may have killed someone, we're curious about someone, just all the different avenues anyone might take to commit a heinous crime. Doesn't even have to be murder, but that's helpful. How would someone with your particular set of knowledge and skills and perspective, all these kind of things, sports clips related, whatever, how might they go about pulling off a crime?
Like murder.
A murderous crime?
A murder.
Yeah.
Homicidal crime?
Homicidal, crazy.
killing crime.
Honestly, I'm not a killer, you guys, so I'm really just going off of like
Yeah.
the things that I've seen
No,
in movies
for sure,
and on
for
TV. Since Nancy was not a prostitute, or sorry, sex worker,
Yeah.
Please.
I'm gonna have to say that I probably would have done something like from Breaking Bad. I would have like put her in a bathtub and like dumped some bleach onto her, and then like she would have dissolved.
Just disappeared.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never seen Breaking Bad. I don't want to. That sounds scary.
No. Yeah. That show gets dark quick and
Yeah.
And,
And they
uh,
don't handle that body well.
They-
like,
no.
No,
doesn't it like the bathtub falls through the floor or something?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, they weren't supposed to put it in the bathtub. They were
Right.
So
supposed
why'd
to
you
put it
say
in the-
you're gonna?
Supposed to put it in specific.
Well, in the storage container.
Yes,
I'll use the storage
tub,
container
because
Oh,
it's
okay.
got like it's got to have the
Yes.
specific classification to deal
There's
with
a specific
acid.
polymers.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. So an acid bath, but not in the tub.
Yes.
I love Malcolm in the Middle. That's when I liked Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, before he got into the drugs.
Yeah, before the Breaking Bad.
Do you guys want to know who raised me?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was. You guys, it was Bryan Cranston.
I knew it.
kidding
I
me?
knew
It
it.
was
I
Bryan
knew
Cranston.
it.
Wait, that's your lying voice.
No, that's my truth voice.
No, I can
Remember, you thought
recognize
it was
it.
so beautiful.
No.
That's true. That is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
You
forgot so
honestly will
quickly,
have
guy.
to listen to the audio and remind
God.
yourself that
Wait,
this has been
okay.
my truthful voice
If
the
that's
whole
your
time.
truthful voice, then what was your lying voice? Because that I
I've
feel
never,
like-
I've never told a lie in my whole entire life, guy.
Whoa.
I don't know anymore. I can't
Boy.
tell the difference between truths and lies anymore.
But we all lie to ourselves at some point.
Guy, will you take
No.
your headphones off just real quick, please, just for
Yeah.
a moment? I mean, if he can't tell the difference between truth and lies, that's what we're trying to do here, right? It's like
Yeah,
sort of truth
that's
and
kind
lies.
of the
Is that
whole
what we're trying to do?
You know, but it's also like it's just good for him to have some structure in his life and to do this weekly. I think that's a big part of it
Yeah.
too.
Well,
Yeah, I'm worried about him.
Are you guys ready for me to come back?
Yes.
Okay, great. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I couldn't hear anything.
Okay.
What did you guys talk about while I was gone?
No, it was just
Well,
we were-
Brian,
That's classic.
Your dad.
Yeah.
How is he?
he's doing pretty well.
Does he wear hats?
Excuse me?
Does he wear a hat?
From time to time. Why?
I've always wondered.
Okay.
Teran's C.
My name is not Terrence. It's not Terrence.
No, I stop before the C. Like, I hesitate, and then I say C. Terrence C.
God.
feel
One second. I'm
like-
going to just take my headphones off for just a minute.
Honestly, I don't have anything to say about Brandon.
Brandon's kind of the best roommate I've ever had in my life.
Honestly, he's really cute.
He's a really good-looking guy.
freaking
And you know what? Like,
probably
I
kinda great.
totally
Real
was
bad.
lying earlier about, like, the things he says in the bedroom. Like, he doesn't say anything weird. He's actually, like, super quiet, and he's usually just sleeping or doing something. Like, I don't even know why he agreed that he was saying those things. He doesn't say any of those
I got some water. Just had to
All right,
go
welcome
run and get some water.
back.
Hey.
Hey.
So, Bryan Cranston? Was that what we were on?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston. And he does wear hats sometimes, occasionally.
Okay. Well,
It was told to us very hostile-like, but it's the truth.
That's okay.
well, here's what I'd like to know from you. Is there anything else, I mean, emotionally, you'd like us to know your perspective on Professor X? As a character witness, I would assume you have some pretty harsh things to like leave us with as far as what kind of person he is.
And
to
also,
leave you?
did
You're
you
wonderful.
did you ever tell him that you're his son? Maybe.
Not yet. I think I'm gonna send him another coupon in like 8 months when some of his hairs have grown back.
Well, I'll tell you what.
But-
if and when you let us know when that's going to happen, we'll stake that out. We'll watch that.
Honestly, I'll be in touch.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Okay.
We would appreciate that.
Terrence winked after he said that.
I'll be in touch. That's all I'm
He
saying.
keeps winking.
Yeah.
I think you guys all just I'll be in touch.
Every time he
Okay,
says
you
the word
guys.
probably
Okay, this
true.
is something
Yeah.
else that you have to know that I assumed that you'd be able to understand from the wink, but clearly not. I was conceived by sperm donation. I wasn't a traditional conception.
Oh my
so,
God.
And so I'm just saying, I think that, you know, if you've done it once, you do it again. So, like, also gonna say, stake out the local sperm banks.
Do you
That's
think,
good advice.
Do
That's
you
good
think
advice.
Professor X killed your biological mother?
Stunned.
Oh
Absolutely
my God.
stunned.
He's petrified. He's frozen in place.
It's okay. No, he probably didn't. He probably didn't do that.
Oh, he might have.
It's something
Dun,
to consider.
dun.
It's something to consider. Well, we appreciate all of the information you've given us because I think it's given me a lot of insight into Professor X. Anything we can gather about his personal life outside of what we've
Yeah.
seen with him and Nancy, that is all valuable to
I
us.
just can't believe we solved it.
Not this time, no. Not yet.
Okay.
Still not yet.
Damn it.
Do you
I thought we did.
no,
Yeah,
not
right?
yet.
It seemed like we did.
It always feels, you come to the end of this thing, it always feels like that's a done deal. And you just find out, no, we still don't know
Ugh, God damn it.
really much more. But if you have anything to tell us out there, listeners, about some more clues, some things you like, some things you don't like, anything at all, send us emails at sleuthmates@gmail.com, sleuthmates@gmail.com. You can also send us texts and voicemails at 815-570-9979. We'll get those as well. And maybe we'll do like a mail time at some point on the show.
Segment.
Yes.
And also remember to subscribe, review, do all that stuff on iTunes because that's how we will get more people to listen to this podcast and eventually like take over the world.
Can I
which is
say
our
one thing
ultimate-
too?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Please follow me on Instagram because Michelle has fruit up my ratio.
It
you
is
guys.
Terrence at Terrence C. At Teran C. God.
You messed up your own ratio.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Mine's perfect. I'm at
5,000.
following
I
Following.
meant Taryn.
Oh, okay. You were looking at me while
I
you
know
said
I
it.
was making eye contact with you guys because maybe subconsciously you do.
My ratio's great.
Still follow me, please.
Follow Teran
Follow Teran.
at Teran C and love thy neighbor or they might just murder you. Bye.
So many questions left to answer. Is cereal a solid, liquid, or gas? Why is Axe body spray still a thing? Can you take your headphones off a second? Was it Terrence or Teran? And of course, did Professor X murder Nancy? All this and more next time on Our Neighbor's a Murderer.